Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here and welcome back to another crypto video. If you're enjoying the daily crypto content, make sure you press the like button on this video and also make sure you subscribe for more daily crypto content. Now guys, comment down below what coins you'd like to see next and make sure you follow me on Twitter for more cool crypto updates. I'm trying to get more active over here on Twitter to showcase you guys more often, what important stuff is to quickly read through or to be notified about. But I'm also going to try cover most of the articles I retweet in videos. So if you guys don't have the time to read through them, you can just watch the videos real quick and still get updated with them. For example, this article we're going to cover in just a second. But first, I want to show you guys the XRP to BTC chart on the hourly. And what I noticed here is actually pretty interesting to say the least. It is pretty interesting to say the least. Now, I saw an article earlier today, and I think it was this one right here. XRP is the only major altcoin underperforming against Bitcoin. So, is a rally inevitable? And I was actually quite confused with the whole message behind this article at first, because XRP is underperforming against Bitcoin, so they're doing worse than Bitcoin. So is a rally inevitable? So to say like, all right, since BTC has done so well and XRP has been underperforming, afterwards a big spike is going to be coming. But when I looked through the charts here and took a little bit of a gander, so to speak, I noticed that within the last 2 days, XRP to BTC has gone down about 14% or about 13.5% here in the last 2 days. If you just want to see the last day, we could take a little bit of a look. It's about 6 p.m. I would say. So it will be around right around there. Up to now, let's say about here. Where should we go for? I guess right around this point where the price is at right now. Should have gone one further back, or no? It's good. It's good. We've gone about 8.5% down in the last day or so. The reason I don't think it's actually that strange or odd or doesn't actually say anything is because I checked out Ethereum, I checked out Litecoin, I checked out most of the major coins, and it seems that they're all kind of doing the same. If we take a look back at, for example, yesterday at around 6, there's a button. I think, is it H or is it Shift? Oh, it's Shift. There we go. Go to about 6 here. I think I need to hold Shift. There we go to about now. It's down about 8% as well. And if we were to go to Ethereum, you would most likely find exactly the same thing. Now, the only reason they posted that article, which made it special, was because yesterday around this, 2 days ago around this time, it was looking all good for all the other coins. And then when yesterday rolled in, it was only looking bad for XRP, while a lot of these other coins were just handling pretty fine. XRP versus BTC was doing really, really bad. The rest of these coins were doing fine. And only today it is the way that all these coins are doing really bad, which is, I guess, a positive thing for the whole crypto space, meaning, it's not XRP who's underperforming right now or doing anything really, really bad. On the contrary, it's also something quite sad and not so good, because that would also mean, right, rest of crypto is falling. Against BTC, they're falling more than BTC is, which means most of the time that, we're not in that much of a good time. But on the contrary, though, it's only 1 day. And this does not actually say that much, because a reversal is definitely possible. We could just, retrace back a little bit and just skyrocket back upwards, like we just briefly discussed in one of the previous videos. It doesn't determine that much. It is quite a big fall if you compare it to the rest of the last couple of weeks or so. Here it's like let's actually check from top to bottom. You can just hold Shift. So from here to right around here, it's like a 13% shift from high to low in those couple of days. It's been a very long time, I think, since we had such a big fall. But on a side note, or on a high note, I don't know what you should say right there, I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue. This is for LTC. For XRP, most likely not the same type of scenario. Yeah, because for example, here yesterday we had exactly the same rush downwards. But the message they wanted to give is that since it only happened for XRP, there was a good chance that we would just skyrocket right afterwards, because the whole market was not really ready for it yet. Today, I just think it's a red day. It's all fine. It had to happen, so, there's nothing bad about it. I don't think there's anything bad about it. You can see Bitcoin is down 2.5, Ethereum down 5, EOS down 12, Cardano down 7.5. So there's definitely a little bit of the motion right now. I just noticed this article and I thought I should quickly mention it as well. XRP scams and hacks on top 70 exchanges now handled by Chainalysis. Blockchain sleuth Chainalysis has made an announcement that it supports XRP from now on and is going to help investigate cybercrime cases to do with this coin. Really quite interesting, I find this type of stuff. I really, to the depth, find it interesting, but I also think the whole amendment process, or actually the normal process of getting new rules in, I guess, was maybe because of this partnership as well. We shouldn't maybe say partnership, we should maybe say integration or just like, I don't know exactly what words we should use, but Chainalysis here is a blockchain analytic firm, and they've taken it to its Twitter account to make an important announcement that the blockchain sleuth now supports XRP. The company has stated that they will be working with the top 70 exchanges identified that support XRP trading and are going to identify major scams and hacks that involve XRP. The company promises to reveal the data within the coming weeks. Announcement: Chainalysis now supports XRP. We're launching with the top 70 XP exchanges identified and plan to roll out identifications of major XRP scams and hacks in the coming weeks. Now, I'm kind of wondering what qualifies as a scam. I'm really quite interested in that one. Because for example, failed ICOs or scam ICOs fall into scam category? Or do hypes fall into scam category? Like that exit scam? Where does it go? Or is it really people who steal money, who scammed you out of your money by stealing it from your wallet, so to speak? Because it's kind of the same. Is it more in the category of just hackers and people who stole money by I don't know. I can only think of hacking really where I think it's really justifiable, where people took something out of your wallet that you did not want, right? Or the exchange get hacked or things like that. Because I think if you spend your money on, I guess maybe they mean exchange scams, right? I think that's actually what they're going for here. Where the exchanges scam the people, they might help people with that, right? But that would also be kind of strange if they're doing it on the top 70 exchanges, because if the exchange scammed them, I don't know how it will work. But right, that's just a little bit of a wonder I had. I don't exactly know how that works out. Earlier, You Today reported that the financial ratings agency Wise Ratings has criticized Chainalysis for spying on people via the public blockchains and getting paid from the US government to do that. Well, yeah, it could be. Honestly, could be. But what are you going to do about it, right? There could be 1,000 people watching you right now. You don't even know it. It could be 50,000 people watching your money move right now. You don't even know it. What are you going to do about that one? But as per Wise Ratings, that cites public data, over the last 5 years, Chainalysis has received over $10 million for this work and is about to receive another $14 million, which definitely is quite interesting. I have not too much of an idea about how big Chainalysis is or anything in that regard, but I do think they have their ways, because they're earning a lot of money and they're doing a pretty good job. But I don't know how much they spend. I don't know how that works all. Barry Garlinghouse, the tech maverick, rippling through finance. Just noticed this article and I thought I should quickly bring it up to you guys for all the people that have no time to read through all of this, because you don't have to. All right, I just did. There's nothing that's too important or too crazy or too new that is in here. I just thought, these are cool articles for if you don't look up XRP on a day-to-day basis and you would like to just get one little bit of a summary possibly, or one little good in-depth article to learn more about it. These types of things are really cool. Now, is there anything really new that you should know about or anything really crazy? Well, I think it's just a little bit more of a backstory. For example, here, Brad Garlinghouse's time at Yahoo when he worked there. That's quite an interesting read, because we all see Brad Garlinghouse's face right now. We all know what he does for Ripple, right? We all know how he works with XRP, how he's really a person we all look up to in the financial space. But do you know how he got there? And that's a little bit about what this article provides. It's just a cool little backstory to all of it. Also, the start of Ripple a little bit, expanding Ripple's network and clientele. Really quite an interesting read. You should just read through it if you have the time at one point. If you don't have the time, again, I'm giving you a little bit of a small summary about what it is about. Defending Ripple from controversy. Again, how everybody went back to a lot of these what are they called? If you call somebody something, like remarks, possibly, or is that the right word? How they just got the comebacks from all of that. People call Ripple and people call XRP this, that, and it's really Garlinghouse's job as well to respond to this professionally. And it's one thing to do this on a personal level, but to do this on a company level for millions of people and also for, billions of dollars at stake right there, it's another thing. And here's the biggest distinction, which is of course between XRP and Ripple, that he always has to, come back and forward to. Pretty interesting. Bullish on Bitcoin and XRP, bearish on BS. This is about Brad Garlinghouse thinks, Bitcoin is going to do good, XRP is going to do good, and 99% of the other altcoins are most likely going to fail. That's a little bit about what this part is about, which is still definitely quite interesting. And then looking ahead into the future, as Ripple moves into the future, Garlinghouse appears to remain confident that blockchain technology and firms like Ripple will change the payment landscape to make finance more accessible, faster, and cheaper for users. He also noted that these groundbreaking tech will be considered a threat by many in the traditional financial space, especially by firms that rely on trust-building intermediary elements of the payment infrastructure to make profits. At the World Economic Forum in Davos, Garlinghouse said that Citibank makes $8 billion a year in profits from various gatekeeping activities within financial transactions, adding, "It's going to come down to truly an internet. We have an internet of information to an internet of value that allows value to move the way that information moves today. Why can't I use email-like transactions to enable a penny to transact?" That's where we're going, and I think this internet of value will change a lot of different industries. So basically, again, why can't we move money like information? Why is it so much easier to send an email than to send money to everybody that you would like in the world? It's pretty interesting to think about that. There's a couple of points that are plain Jane, like, for example, an email doesn't literally involve money in that sense, because it's actually kind of double. Because an email can really change your life. There's people who scam with emails and scam people out of thousands of dollars. There's emails who could get hacked still, could cost you money. Emails can control your whole life if you only have one email which everything gets sent to. From that perspective, yes, it's a little bit sketch to say, or I guess a little bit bad to say that there's a big difference between information and money, because information is sort of money. From that perspective, I guess I'm kind of convincing myself now in this story, notice that moving information really should be the same as moving money. Moving money around has exactly the same types of perks or bad sides. The only bad side I think with moving money is that you have to really, really watch out for anti-money laundering. I guess that's the biggest part, or the biggest gateway right there, the biggest pitfall. Because if you could just make a ton of accounts like you can do with email, with them all being anonymous, of course it's going to be very hard for the government to track exactly where your money is or how much you have or how much you made, which is really quite annoying for them. From that perspective, I get it. From different sides though, yeah, it's I think they should just do something against that. Which they're already doing, of course. Ripple is. XRP hits a 6-month high. Crypto's heavy hitters bet on Asia. So this article most likely came out a couple of hours before the major pitfall. In terms of time here, I don't know if it's my time, 9 a.m., because at that point, I think it was already falling. But here they're saying XRP hit a very, very high point. XRP soared by more than 40% in the last month and about 60% since the beginning of the year. And here's a little bit about guide to taxes. I don't actually know exactly what the article was about. I just saw the top and I wanted to quickly notify you guys with that. But I think there's a little bit of a stupid talk in here as well. It's not that interesting, I would say. It's about ATMs, I see. Coinbase, Polychain. Maybe it's all different articles because it's all kind of a mismatch of different infos. But yeah, I just wanted to quickly mention again, XRP hits a 6-month high. We've been doing really, really good for the price, and there is a chance we're going to continue that movement. It is not all the way over, guys. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. There is a chance we're going to move higher. Even though it looks a little bit sad right now, it looks a little bit bad, it's not that way necessarily, guys. I don't think I have an account on the MacBook here. And by the way, if you guys know what's happening to my MacBook with the, I think it's a graphics card defunction. Sometimes the screen just has a couple of weird issues in there. I don't know how to explain it properly. In one of the videos we had it, I think. But if you guys know anything about MacBooks or what I should do, just let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to the Apple shop or a Mac shop tomorrow. I'm going to get it checked out, but I think it will be an expensive fix. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more daily crypto content. What coin would you like to see next? Comment it down below, and make sure you press the like button if you learned something new or enjoyed it. See you guys again, and take care, everybody.